Right, well, it's time for another outing for the Pefekt 10s. You'll have to excuse the noise in the background. We've got some sort of tree chopping activity going on outside. Still a bunch of skillless wonders, really. We got a couple of fellas on the edge of glory. So let's do a spin and see if we can progress things a little bit. I've been playing around trying to improve the sound, so hopefully this one will sound a little bit less like I'm in a tin shed out the back, which in Australia would kind of be normal anyway. And I've also discovered that streaming from Australia is a bit tricky because our internet is made out of wombat droppings, and upstream is terrible. Anyway, I'll fart around with that and see if I can come up with something. So it's elves. We like elves. We don't need to check the team because it's a 1,000 pointer. So unless he's got 37 journeymen, so I will check the team. No. So he's 11 players. He's got a little bit of block, same as me. He's got more all this dodgy malarkey. That's all right. Or it's not as catchy. He's got a lot of catches. And bless his cotton socks, he's got no apox. So any hurty will reduce his roster for the rest of the game. So we got our backsides handed to us royally by elves in the first game. Combination of very poor coaching, a little bit of dice, and the other guy knew what he was doing. We've won the toss. We like winning the toss. And see how he lines his boys up. One re-roll. So this is, he's gone for high value here, as in he's bought some expensive players. It's hard with elves. They're all expensive, but they do all come with pantsfuls of agi, reasonable movement. Armour can be a weakness. You've got to be bowling 9s and 8s to put the hurt on. So we'll be looking at getting our block boys to do a bit of hitting early doors. And we'll be aiming at his AV7s if he's kind enough to leave them within slapping range. So he's put his blockless wonders on the front there. It's given me an opportunity to get quite a few of the lads in contact here, which I'll take. There's a lot of AV7 to play with, so I'm going to try and stack down a particular side. It doesn't make much difference because he's gone lovely and symmetrical on me. What's on the outside? It seems rather sensible. Right, so let's get the receiving party sorted first. Now, ideally, like I say, we'll stack on one side. There's always the risk the ball lands like here, and then trouble at mill. We'll use him as a block there. Try and get him on one of his non-blockers there. That should do the trick. And same as really with our first game, because we've not exactly levelled anybody up, so really you're just praying you don't see block dice. You want lots of yellows and a little bit of red on the opponents. So I think he's chucked it out exactly the side I didn't want him to, and that's pretty much a perfect kick for him. So plan A, out the tossing window. Get some ball protection on. We might be picking it up. Yeah, we will be. We might be picking it up with this fella, so he can bring it back to about here. So, ball change. A push is better than block dice, as my mother always used to say. There's one down. Oh, wow. Hello and welcome. That's good. We don't have the ball, but that's good. Now, given... Let's bring him in there, Mr. Reliable, as he's called. And he's not going to be able to get a block on, which is a blow. Send him in here. I had to forego a blitz given where the ball landed. It's a bit of cover in case it all goes cactus. And, it's not a bad idea if my blitzer can pick up the ball. It's not too shabby because I might get a chance to get him some slipper. We didn't need 2 rerolls. It's just brilliant like that. Agile to a fault. I've got a bit of a GFI on here, but he's doing bugger all out there as it stands, so... Apart from the rather painful picky-uppiness, we will call that a successful first turn. We've got some strength in around. It's not quite a cage yet. It's a bit open to abuse. He can come round and put some pressure on the back. But I don't mind him doing that. He's a man down and it will thin out his numbers in front of me. Always picking on the Air Force. Hold your line, big fella. Beautiful, beautiful bit of dodging. Always annoying. When that happens, to be honest. I don't really fancy Air Force's chances of making it too many games. So this is alright, this is pressure around the back. I'm rather hopeful I'll be able to close my cage. Yeah, you could get a GFI, that would force me to have to blitz him away. Ooh, look at this. It's very exciting. He's done 2 off the... Yeah, they both worked. Doing 2 like that, I think I said before, it's a bit dangerous. If the first one fails, you don't really get to manage the risk anymore. So now what he's got to do is he's got to really try and mark me up to stop me getting that fella off Junker's bum. And again, in a way, that's good too, because it puts a lot in base contact with me. Yeah, that was kind of always going to happen. Now, if he doesn't get marked, he will be my blitzer. There's a bit of thinking going on. It's very tempting. Well, I'm down to one reroll each. I kind of blew my reroll on that pick up. But you can't be leaving the ball on the ground with pesky elves everywhere. So let's do the thing I'm saving the reroll for first. That'll do. Down you go. I will follow up. Oops. Effectively a part of my cage. Now, in theory, where's the best place to take it? Keep getting the knockdowns. Monkey cage. Let's see if we can get him over here. Yes, we can. We're doing alright with the yellow dice. Shouldn't have said that. We've now cursed ourselves. Can't quite make the cage I was hoping to make. It's a bit of a staggered cage. Which is in many ways no cage at all, so we put him in here. So he's going to take a slap, but he'll stop the blitz. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I'm definitely not risking that. I can't open people up at the moment. I think we can knock this fella over with a bit of luck. Or we can push him. Can't really move my troll because I don't want to risk him going derpy derp derp. If I move him away, I do risk. Do I move Air Force away? Put him here. Nah, Air Force, you've got to take one for the lads. That'll do. So it's not quite a cage yet, and it won't be until I can free someone up who's not a troll. It's Russell. It's a very fantasy-rich name. A lot of standing up. This is my free man. Seems a pretty safe hit. Oh dear, much blocking. No, Air Force! What idiot left you there? Alright, even numbers it is. Oh, hang on a minute. He was left there really very strategically. You'll see in a minute why I left him there. To a casual observer, you might think I forgot about him. He's going to risk. Yes, it's not really a risk. Try and bring some support in. It's going to involve some trolling. That gets him 2D on this fellow with his blocker. Oh, that's terrible. And we love it. He's having a think. He's giving me a push. Yeah. Okay. So, no rerolls. Life sucks when you've got no rerolls. Yeah, we don't mind this sort of activity. We'd prefer it to come off with a block dice or a skull, but right, so this is a bit bad now. He basically took 2 players out of that turn. So, consolidation, I think. I'm going to stand you up. I'm going to bring him over here. And it just gives him 1Ds against those, but it locks that guy up, and I might take a risk. It is an AB7 guy. We really need to see if Troll's going to behave, don't we? So this is a consolidating turn, I feel. Let's push him into there. Alright, that was hopeless. And then he's going to form that quarter. He's going to form that quarter. He's going to fail at his mission. This is the exciting one. See, in many measures that's bad. Because now he's got 2 on him. And easy to bring a 3rd in. So... yeah, this is not working. So that was relatively full of fail, really. Yeah, not well played at all, that. Pesky troll. So that opens him up for a 1D if he pushes him the right way. Ooh, he's not going to move forward. Well, still, it's not particularly easy to get in there. And it's block. And this is the skillless pain of... Well, that's bad. Speed hump. He's unavailable. That's his player. No long-term effect. Speed hump has been flattened. But on the upside, we can move off in this general direction here. Which would be a lot easier if I could knock anybody over. So if this goes terribly wrong, we've still got a bit of cover. It went right. Take that, and of course always stand your players up first. Everybody knows that. So now let's relocate the cage. It's rather unexciting but useful. And then what we need to do... So the question is now, you see, do you risk a silly blitz on him? And I don't think we do. So I think we hit this fella because he's AV7. Give him a bonk. Honestly. And then I'm gonna move him up here to support that flank effectively. Grateful he doesn't have a wizard. So really the weakness now is he's got to shift this fella. He's too hard to shift this turn. He won't be able to get through both of those. So reasonably safe cage. He's got no reroll, so every dodge is a 15%-ish chance of catastrophe. Every block is a 33% chance of catastrophe. But second half, due to my armour being made out of tissue paper, there'll be trouble brewing. So I think he's regrouping this turn. I've got loads of turns left. Always good to keep an eye on how many turns he got left. Loads of turns left. This guy's got 6 movements, so if we count those out, I only have to move him forward 3 or 4 spaces, and he's in striking range. So again, I'm not too fussed by this. I've got block on my ball carrier. Even if he blitzes in, I've got my spare guy with block at the back. Here comes the dodge. These can always go wrong. Or not. They don't always go wrong, but they can always go wrong. So he's doing the right thing here. He's putting bodies in front of me. And he's probably going to go for my block. And here he comes. A GFI as well, just to make it more fun. He didn't have to do that, yes he did. And a pushy, so that's annoying, isn't it? So I can easily get a blitz on him with a block-skilled punter. Easily he's just gone out the window. And chuck upside his ass. Quite a nice turn, got to be said. So we're going to send him in here just because he bases so many, and I'm not going to blitz with him. This is... I need to just spend a moment having a think. That's his block guy. So that splits with him. Sounded lovely, didn't it? And this is, in theory, the risky one. Get more contact on there. That's pretty good. Troll. How are you going to behave when it's your turn to move? So move him up around there. Now we're not going to be able to get him completely safe. I'll take that. The question the kids want to know is the troll going to behave? Again, I've not really left myself a perfect cage here by any measure. It's pretty hard not to base him. So I've got to take the risk here. He's got no block, I've got block. He could run round the side and put one on me. I'm going to leave the troll there. He won't be able to get one there. So I'll cover here. So what I'm offering him is he can try and bring him around. With any luck, he can push him down there. Do that last, remember that if you can, Jay. I keep thinking my troll's got guard, because all my advanced teams he has guard, and of course he doesn't. So he made that. Now that does give him the 1D. Which now tells me I should have put him here instead, but anyway, too late for good ideas now. Here it comes. Oh dear, it's worked. That's a bit of a blow. Where's he going to push? Where's he going to push? Fair enough. Ball carrier is no longer carrying the ball. It's a rather interesting place for it to land. Now if he goes dodgy, he's away. He's away like Billy-O. Oh, look at this. He's going to try and surf me. Oh, plot's good. Cheeky monkey. I wouldn't have minded one of his dodges failing, I have to be honest. But this has gone tits up real quick. took a bit of a risk with the cage. Should have gone the other side, and well, that's what you get for it. You muppet. Well, how do you recover from this? He just needs to stand up. He just needs to stand up. Jesus. Making it sound real strain, isn't he? Now, use him to try and free this fella up, which he's done nicely, has to be said. But a pig's ear we have made of it. Now, do I do the obvious and yeah. So what we try and do is this. So that's going to cost. How's he going that way? Oh, got to take that. Let's move you in one. If he gets surfed, he gets surfed. It means he's not used that fella. I've left my troll like a shag in the wind. Push in that way, and we can get these two covered off. So, we need a little bit of luck just to get ourselves out of the mess I've brilliantly coached us into. All it takes is a one. That's not it. That's another block, which is good. No, not so good. Here comes the 1D again. Oh, this is with this block guy, lads. This is actually much worse. Okay, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. That's his receiver. That's why he's standing him up. And he's now saying to himself, do I dodge him away so when he receives the ball he's not in contact? Yeah, you should just blitz. Blitz, man. What could go wrong? Ah, you can get your legs pulled out from underneath you. That's what could go wrong. Right. That's the easy moves. That helps. There's a dodge involved there. It now seems a lot stupider than it felt just a minute ago. Really struggling to put a hole that I can get the lads safely into. Will trolley troll move. Ah, he's moved. Right, now this is... Look, I've got to stop him getting 2D on me. That's almost a guarantee. Again, it's not ideal, but I've not done particularly brilliantly this half. Have I got a reroll? No, I don't. So he can't really afford to do that. It would be a great one to do. Maybe you can afford. Block against, not block. Got to do it. Oh, you can feel the skull coming. That's bad, because that now has given him a 1D. Maybe even, yeah. And I'm doing GFIs. For fuck's sake. What's wrong with you, man? Oh, I swore. I was going to swear anymore. So we're going to be a player down and probably 0-0. Maybe worse. Maybe worse. That's his temptation. Does he send him down this neck of the woods and try and get these other fellas in? That's a lock-up. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay then. All fairly straightforward for a legendary Orky team like this. First thing we do is get him down. Then we get him down. Or at least away from him. Beautiful, beautiful bit of work. Now we get him out of the way. Perfecto. No complaints with a KO. You never know your luck. Yeah, what we don't do with him is block this fella, and then this fella, he just goes here. there. Is that one GFI? Yeah. And now... Oh, that's a foul. I don't know if you're doing a foul. Pick the ball up. In classic Elfy fashion. Hey! That was all part of the plan. It was always the plan. How's its bell bin boys? Good, they're still both out. That gives me half a chance. And so... 50-50 chance of being even numbers. Firing a shock armor roll. You can't tell what your injuries were. I can't remember what his injury was. I think he might be miss a game. He was nothing. I remember that. He is nothing. Really need the win for the money. Get some money, we'll bring a blitzer in. That's excellent kick. Maximum scatter, and then a gust of wind. Oh, I'm not quite sure how he's going to do this. Vanity pass. Well, it's not vanity really at this level, is it? Give your man a ball, give him a pass. See the natural inclination of an elf is to run backwards. His pass has gone horribly wrong. Oh, he's got reroll because of his pass skill. I think he's got a 1D somewhere, maybe. Here it is. Yeah, that's a blow. Now he's going to get a few hits on. It's gone alright off 1Ds. Down he goes. Smacker. Hold the line, son. Or not. That's your other option. This is blitz used up. Surely not some dirty elven fouling. Oh, here we go. Move him to there. Up to there. Ha! Well, we survived unscathed. And that's the important part. Off at half time. Okay, even numbers. So, very different setup now. If he wants to risk dice, trying to knock my blocks over, he can. What I will do though, so The 5-6 is somewhere where they might be able to do a bit more banging. Put these fellas here and here. Quite a deep defence because we're undermanned. And then we'll see what happens. Get a cup of tea topped up. So I don't mind him having a go at all these boys on the front line. It will mean his elves will be tied up. It's easy for me to move my blorks in and lock up as many of them as possible. He's only going to get 1Ds at the moment. He'd have to move someone round, and these guys, that's why they're where they are, on a diagonal with a square gap. So he'll have to put 1 on 1 and then 1 round here to get the 3s up. Give him a 2D. Now, I'm no scientist. I feel as though he's coming down my right flank. Now what you got to remember, this is the hard thing with Blood Bowl, because the dice, it's a strange game. Lots of games, you play a shooter, you play a World of Warcraft-y type thing, you play a HON or a LOL or one of these type of things. Oh no. Again. That's a terrible outcome. What you got to remember is you see your dice, you see your chances, and it takes the piss. Whereas most games, you don't get that. Most games, you stick your head round a corner, some sniper git hiding in a trash bin nails you, and you, I've been headshot. But you don't see every chance and do the calculation. I mean, if you're top-end WoW player or whatever, yes, you're min-maxy type people, they know that they should be doing 11 hits out of 20-3 or something, but generally you don't see it. Whereas in this game you see every chance, and you tend to remember, as the human brain likes to, you tend to remember the ones that have gone wrong. Now, I've just scored a right lucky touchdown. You could argue his 1Ds were rather fortuitous on the back end of his drive, but I scored a right lucky touchdown, and to some extent you just got to let it come round, so I'm not really expecting too much. If we're lucky, he's only got the 1 reroll. It doesn't take much for something to go wrong. He should be really sprinting now to get himself into a next turn score. It looks like he's trying for. This is his blocky guy. He's got... Oh, it's not his blocky guy. I see, he should have used his blocky guy. There goes his reroll again. Early doors. And you say this to yourself. You say, you know what, I've had some good dice, don't complain, blah, blah, blah. And then your opponent makes a GFI, some bloody thing, and straight away you're like, life hates me. I'm not quite sure he's going to put him where my blork can't get to him. Maybe there, maybe there. There. That's where he's going to put him. A lot, tragically. So he's in a very good position to score now. It has to be said. I say he's in a very good position to score now. He'll score next turn. So let's get a hit with a block guy on him. We'll move him here, max distance really. I think that would be a GFI. Okay then. Move him here. There's very little we can do. That's our option. Let's get rid of a couple of 2Ds. It's an unusual bit of audio. So my troll's very annoying. Oops, as we just demonstrated. Another 2+. Yeah, let's not do the block one. Wing and a prayer, really now. Probably get surfed. So basically, he should have scored. He should score. I say he should have scored. He's pretty much going to score. What I need to do is minimise or maximise the amount of turns I've got. So, blitz him out the way, and I've just got to hope for double knockdown, dicey nightmare crap. I'd really love it if he didn't stand anybody up before he tried something, but sadly, he is doing that. But a single failed dodge or GFI, which he doesn't need to make. Yeah. So he's doing the right things, he's tying players up, so if this does go like really badly wrong, it should almost be a superhuman effort. Push, push, if that had been block, block, you see, we'd have been back in this. See, you might even blitz with him. Oh, hello, he's just hit him. Is he not blitzed? Oh, it's alright, that's just the way the circle was on that, and I thought he was using the wrong one. That's a good score. Right then, so we got quite a few turns here. Let's see if his knocked out guy gets off his backside. Let's hope not. Stay down, damn it. See how he sets up. So blitz is a catastrophe right now. Blocky guy, 7, he's left him open. You see he protected them a lot more in the first half. He's protecting them now, I think. Right, so he's got no blocky guys on the front line, so you go there, you go there, you go there. Now a little bit, again, if he kicks it here, my kick's an awful one, I've just remembered this game. I am a little bit open. I need to shut down as many of his players as I can. I often, against elves, I get sucked into bashing the crap out of them. And then he runs everybody around the back. Disaster! He's got a bloody re-roll. Right, so the ball's on the right side. So that's good. So you come over here and give the lads some cover. How far forward can these boys get? Not very is the answer. You come around here, give the lads some cover. This is all very scary because I don't have a reroll. I'm putting someone in one of the bins just so that we're not left. He's a 7. Fire. We haven't used a reroll yet, so I should pick the ball up first. It should be a 3 DA. Come on, son. Your mum drops in like a sack of spuds. Oh, how have I got that wrong? Spectacularly is the answer. I tell you, forgetting I've got guard, it's like fucking Egypt power. It's been a while since I've played a brand new team and I keep forgetting with no guard. I can't just be resting on clipping people around the side. So as I said, he's going to come around the back now, that's all fine. We've got plenty of free players, easy enough to move them. Wow. It doesn't help, to be honest. He was with his block guy. So again, like I said, I kind of do this myself a bit. I tend to go too deep with elves, and then you can see the gap I've left between my line and the elves is quite a big gap. These 1Ds are very lovely. Now who's he going to push? This is a bit interesting. Him there, that would be a good push. I think that's a bad move. Let's freeze this fella up. Well, he isn't going anywhere. He needs to go. So, the exciting part of all this is, how do I get any semblance of a cage? Frightening thing is, it's going to involve moving my troll, or using my troll, not moving my troll. That stops that from being a blitz as well, for fuck's sake. Really? Yeah. Disaster. Big disaster. Okay, so he can get a 1D on me easy enough. I've got both my block guys here, which is okay. I've got 5 turns. It's quite a stretch. So these trolls are funny as once you got block on them, it's really kind of relaxing using them because they can do some biff. But you're never going to get rid of the fact they're stupid. That's what you get in return for big strength and reasonable IV. But the one-a-thon. I had an ogre in a tournament I was playing. Here we go. I had an ogre in a tournament I was playing. Yeah. And in 5 consecutive games, I think he obeyed orders about 3 times. It's very bit distressing. Catch it, you muppet! Could be a lot worse, that, if I'm to be honest. That could be a lot worse. He's done alright with his 1D blitzes on my ball carrier. I think 3 for 3. Done alright with his GFIs and all. But like I said at half time, I've had a reasonably good run, so such is life, you know. Far out. Gosh golly. Yeah, that's a good move. Push him away from me, stupid bloody troll. I hate elves. I hate them to bits. Such dice, the likes of which we've never seen before, other than pretty much every bloody game. Right, well, this is very terrible, isn't it? God, blimey, all these reds against elves. How embarrassing is that? Eh? There's just no good news here at all. Everybody's locked up. This is his best way out. So I think that's what we've got to do. Not quite the fatal blow I was looking for. This is a freaking tragedy, man. If I fail any one of these, it's all goosed. Go on, son. Yeah, well, he was stupid to begin with. Not my finest hour. So one option is simple. He knocks him onto the ball. It's almost... He's going to struggle to clear these guys, which will make his pick up a bit harder. He's got a free man here. Yes, he's 1D'd it against a block and it's come off. I mean, well done. Good move. And that's a disaster, because he's the easiest player to shift. Yeah. Really? I haven't played too well, but you can survive all these 1Ds going against you. With someone who kind of... He's only got the one reroll. His second dice is really just for showing off, I think. Right then. Yeah, of course. So it's going to be pretty hard. I can free that guy up if all things go well. Not that we've any real evidence of all things going well. Goodness. Right, that's just made it a lot harder to free him up. That was a reasonable plan till it wasn't. See, this is what 1D should be doing. Just pushing folks around, not knocking them over every 20 seconds. work, is it? So. Now, my big problem here, of course, is that I've not done enough to force him to score this turn. He can run him over here and be apples. So it's another loss. Like I say, I've not shone like a paragon of brilliance, but I've really not done the do either. There we go. It's totally unpredictable. Oh my god! Phone the police! Blitz. Blitz for. So the best he can do is get there. I tell you, I couldn't knock a feather down. Alright, so, hail the ones, hail the ones. Two-turn score with orcs, not overly likely, not impossible, but not overly likely. I'm surprised he's going to risk a blitz. I'd have just it's a 2+ dodge. Anyway, he's made it. Also proving to be my nemesis' size. It's embarrassing, really. Right. The other bad news is we're not getting winnings. So, basically, we need the... it's dramatically changed nothing. We need a quick snap, or the referee's a knob, everyone have an extra turn type of outcome. But 2 dreadful kicks. Some pretty poor cage making. Honestly, against elves, I should have been much smarter with my cage making. And I have to say, he did okay with his 1Ds. It's a high kick. That's really not going to help, to be honest. Neither does that. Right, wait, yeah, this is my 5-6 guy. Done a number of stuns, not really managed to crack through the armour there. And a very dramatic noise as he falls to the ground. Yeah, we'll move him last. He's got no rerolls, has he? Good. Okay, you dive in there and try and make some sort of catastrophe happen. So where can he doesn't have block. He can't do that. So he's hanging around there. He's going to be his little mate. As we go for an elf-like 2-turn score. So I'm hoping that's just a casual knock him down because I've got 2 dice and then some utter catastrophe befalls him. There we go. It's obvious, really. Very predictable. No, he needs one GFI, he needs no GFIs. Pass is good. Catch is good. Well, elf me with a stick. Always got to go for the SP. Thanks for the game. And good luck with Elfy Gits. Gits. Right. Glory, glory. And he gets a level out of it. 2 very lucky touchdowns. But I put him there for a reason and it came off. And the good news is we'll make a couple of quid out of it too. All the ones. He gets an up. Let's hope he gets something useful. That'll be tackle or guard if he doesn't. Okay, who got the 90,000? We'll take that. Take that because we're missing a player. We can get another blitzer. The fan factor's gone crazy. Okay, and Smash to the second, so he's only 1 off leveling 2. So now for the excitement. Onto the team roster. Now, where's my little... Where's Air Force? I thought he was out for a game. He's obviously not. Let's level up Junker first. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my lordy lordy. So, no questions there really, is there? He gets that. And this is the perfect tens. That's the perfect way for the perfect tens to begin. Because he's got a special, so that means he stays on the roster. And then what we do is... Now, I don't want my SPP to go too high, so I'll just check. Blitzers cost 90,000. So I'm going to get rid of roadkill. Thank you for participating. And then he will be reborn as a blitzer. So that was roadkill, wasn't it? Roadkill returns. I should really name him something after a blitz. So let's call him Doodlebug. And there we go. So funny old game, really, that one. In summary, I made a few mistakes, didn't get my box together early on, wasn't getting the knockdowns or the armor pens. So I didn't have particularly bad luck, but I didn't take advantage of when things didn't go against me. Gave him an opportunity. He did a lot of 1Ds. He got away with a lot of 1Ds. But you know, you shouldn't put yourself in a situation where he can go those blitzes against you so many times. 4 times I left myself open for a 1D. So we'll have to be smarter, but we got Junker now to strength 4. That means I've got like 6 players in my team who are over the average strength 3. And with that, I shall bid thee farewell. And I'll catch you with the next game. Have a good one.